Hi, my name is Sean Bowen. The reason why you're filming me is because I have OCD, otherwise known more commonly as Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. I have a lot of things that make me want to wash my hands. They kind of vary up into the hundreds. Some of the big ones are feet, socks, shoes. There's a couple other things too. It'll vary, and it's changed over the years. Yeah. In the 5th grade, I think around 2008, 2009, I would wash my hands more and more often, like hundreds of times a day. And my dad got kind of concerned, and he took me to Kaiser. He took me to a psychologist and a psychiatrist, both. I spoke to both. And they diagnosed me with obsessive compulsive disorder. My reaction to it was, oh, it really wasn't like a fucking kind of like, oh Lord, I have something terrible. It's, oh, that's what they call it. It's a thing. The year that I was diagnosed, I had just changed schools for the 3rd time, and I was entering a brand new private school. But they knew that I was weird. That I did weird stuff, and some of them accepted me, some didn't. So from other kids, it was. Kids suck, in the terms of they're very mean, and what they don't understand, they ridicule. So from other kids, it was not received well. And my family's reaction, to say that my family was not accommodating is not correct, in the sense of my family didn't understand. I chose not to seek any help beyond medication. My mom was accepting when she understood it. She didn't understand it, and she just was kind of like, okay, it's another thing that he has. It's lonely. It gets hard. My dad didn't understand. That hadn't changed, and that had only gotten worse. And I wanted him to understand, but he didn't. And there was actually points where I didn't even understand anymore, and it would frustrate me as to why I was doing it. But I didn't want to go seek the help. Like, I tried therapy, and I did it for a little bit, but I didn't. It didn't really help me. My family on that front, I felt alone. And when you go to school every day, and you actually just dread going to school every day because they're there, and you know that it got to the point where, well, how bad is it going to be today? It gets hard, and I think that was the year that I contemplated killing myself. And then I came up with a plan, which was going to be take a lot of medication and die that way. Because it basically came to the point where I was coming home from school crying every day, and the school was doing almost nothing. I had already, I was going to come home, he was going to go upstairs, I was going to take the medication before bed, I was going to die that way. And we kind of caught on to, I was acting really weird, and he started questioning me about it, and he wouldn't let up, so I told him, I'm going to kill myself. And that's the only time I've ever seen my father cry. We were both crying, and he's like, I love you so much, and you mean so much to me and your mom, and we really talked about it, and I decided I didn't want to do that. So I decided not to kill myself. Obviously, I'm here. But that was probably my lowest point. And I think the saddest thing about that was I wasn't even 15 years old. I was 13 or 14 years old. And when you're 13 or 14 and you want to kill yourself, I feel like I don't think any kid should have to go through that. How do I deal with my OCD today? Well, pretty simple. I've grown. I do less. Obviously, I still do it. It's part of my daily life. I get used to it. But I've found ways to cheat it. It gets easier over time. Things get better. you know, life gets better. I'm open with everything. I don't hide anything. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of who I've become. So the statement still stands: like me or fuck off. You know. But I have OCD. OCD does not have me. Corny line, I know, but it's a real thing. In the end of the day, I am who I am, and I'm proud of it.